Hello, this is Richard Pears from Finextra TV, and I'm delighted today to be joined by Keith McGrane from Corre Energy. Good morning, Keith.
Morning, Richard. Good to talk again.
Yeah, good to see you. Obviously, you've seen too much of my face recently, but we've been working together on From SF.Live.
Yeah.
We really appreciated your bringing your insight to us. And what we wanted to do here is just sort of get a quick snapshot from what you were hoping to bring to the audience by positioning what Corre is about, and obviously the challenges that you've had in accessing development finance. So give us a snapshot of that.
Yeah, sure. It's allowed to do so. Firstly, what I wanted to achieve was raising awareness of the existence of these technologies that are able to store electricity over long periods of time. And people, I find generally speaking, are unfamiliar with these technologies, and they may have an appreciation for battery technology, which is sort of the default technology that we go to. But we do have very large systems, and the importance of those systems to allow us get to very high levels of renewable energy right across the globe. Because more renewables means we have longer periods of time where the wind may not be blowing or the wind is blowing too much, and so we need longer duration energy storage. So that was the first objective, was to raise awareness of the technology and the value of these technologies, and that they're proven technologies. But then I really wanted to come on to the problem. And the problem is not the technology. The problem is one of the inability to raise development financing to progress these projects to a point where institutions such as commercial banks can provide the construction capital to build the projects. So from the point at which you originate a project, so you define the feasibility of the project, you've got to fund a number of activities, engineering design activities, commercialization. You want to find a route to market and a customer for the storage, and you've got to fund the permitting process so that you can secure the rights to construct and operate the facility. And that is a pervasive financing gap that is a problem right across the world. The financing industry, generally speaking, is comfortable to finance projects at the point at which all of the major risks have been taken out of the project. So the commercial risk, technical risk, and so forth. And that results in over-concentrated emphasis the industry has at that very milestone. And few players, I'm talking about a handful, even in Europe, are willing to consider providing development capital. And the energy transition is going to continuously be challenged by not addressing that financing gap.
Yeah, absolutely. And you might say the normal market organic approach is kind of fine, but here we've got an emergency, haven't we? And we need to move a lot faster than the industry has moved in the past. So we're really glad you brought that to our attention. And certainly the dynamic, with Maya from the European Bank of Reconstruction and Development, who spoke about some of the challenges that she faces, but also, the good work that they're doing was really enjoyable. I mean, if you think about one of the, the key insights, if you will, that both you took away, but also I know you're getting feedback that you feel the audience took away. Do you feel that landed, or what was it that you really took away from the whole session?
Well, there's two things I took away. Firstly, acceptance that this problem is a real problem. One can sometimes feel quite lonely in this industry when you're plowing your own furrow. And is it to do with maybe we're doing this all wrong? The capital must exist. The risk appetite must exist. I think acceptance by the panel and the wider audience that this is a problem that needs to be solved was important for me personally. I think the other thing that I took away was recognition that we see innovation in technology, we see innovation in business model, and we see even innovation at national level in terms of regulatory frameworks that will incentivize these new technologies. We don't see innovation with the financing industry whatsoever. And there was interesting suggestions being made about a two-sided marketplace. I like that suggestion. In addition to that, I think the exchange himself and Maya was having was very useful in talking out what the solution our solutions might very well be. And I think we started to see convergence between the two of us around the need to partner to solve this problem. That, you know, developers have a tendency to sit over this side of the equation, say, I need capital, of course you should take these risks. Isn't my project fantastic? Look at the returns. And then the financials sit on the other side of the equation. Well, we've got to run the process. This is the process. And before we will engage with you, you have to have all this information. So I think you need to have that coming together. And we've seen in the past where there's an infrastructure deficit in countries, and that has been addressed somewhat by public-private partnerships or the Private Finance Initiative, PFI, in the UK, quite successfully. So I think we need to look at those models, and I think in the conversation we were starting to get to those types of solutions, and that's why I think we need to continue the conversation.
Absolutely. Well, look, this is just a quick summary of what happened, and I hope people will look at the full content and also come back around to Corre Energy's website and you know, engage with us all on the process. We're going to take it forward. But Keith, for now, wonderful input, great summary. Thanks for now, and have a great day.
Thanks very much, Richard. Thanks again.